Hey everyone, a very good morning to all of you and welcome back to our beautiful and yes, the key learning channel that is of Sri Chaitanya Gosala. So here we are welcoming you once again to the STAR program in which you are enjoying your vacations after the 10th class as well as during your entertainment and enjoying the vacation part, you are also starting your journey of targeting your goal of NEET exam. Okay, so I'm here starting with the physics track once again, and I hope yesterday many of you would have learned the first basic mathematical concept of differentiation or differential calculus. In today's session, we are again going to learn a lot and we are going to do some previous year questions. So yes, you have heard it right. This is only the second day of your STAR program, and from the second day onwards, we are ready and we are excited to solve some NEET previous year questions. Okay, so we will see it. But before that, I'll give you a quick recap for the yesterday's work also, because there are many new friends also. So yes, welcome you all. I can see the comment section. Yeah, good morning, Babunara. Good morning. Yeah, I hope you all are well, taking care of your health. Yesterday notes, okay. I'll make sure that after today's session, the previous notes as well as these notes are uploaded on the Telegram group. And kids, make sure that in order to join the Telegram group, you click on the description of the video. There you can find the Telegram link, and by clicking on that link, you can join our group. So in that group, we are going to provide you a lot of material. All the class notes, all the important updates will be given in the group. So make sure that you join it. So fatafat say quickly, you can share this video to your friends so that along with you, your friends can also start the learning. Okay. Yeah, good morning. Chaliye, start karte hain. So all the friends who are not knowing and who have joined for the very first time. So this is the STAR program in which we are going to start with our basic mathematical part in order to learn our physics in a better way, in which we have started the part of calculus, differentiation yesterday and today. Then similarly 2 days based on integration tomorrow and day after tomorrow. So let us start. So today our target topic is the differentiation based problems. In these differentiation based problems, our majority problems are only those who have come already in the NEET, that is our target national level exam. Okay. So let us take a quick recap, quick revision, whatever we have learned till now. So first of all, I told you that in physics, majorly you will be dealing with the changes sometimes. So whenever you talk about the changes, there are two types of changes. First change is delta, that is the big change, and second change is denoted by D. D denotes small change. So that means delta x means big change in x, dx means small change in x, delta t means big change in time, dt means small change in time. So if you want to convert your big change into small change, or else depending upon the situation, if you want to convert your small changes into big change. So big change into small change will be given by differentiation, which we are discussing today. Once again, and small changes if you have, and if you want to add them together in order to get a big change. Small change, next small change, next small change, and so on. You keep on adding the small changes, you are going to get a big change. That is denoted by delta. So small to big change, you will be making use of process of integration. So this is the basic introduction, that where do we use generally differentiation and where do we use integration to. Okay, but there are many other applications of differentiation also, integration also. With time we are going to learn that. Okay, now here and you need to focus for a while. I'll keep on asking some interesting questions and you can tell me the answers very quickly. So for example, a small thing which I will tell you here is that in today's interaction, we will try to understand the application of differentiation in the chapter of motion. That is going to be your first topic of 11th class, that is motion in a straight line or kinematics. So you can tell me, dekho, you can see here that if you have position which is denoted by x, and from position you want to get the velocity, from position you want to get the value of velocity v, and from velocity you want to get the value of acceleration. Generally the questions will be like this, a. Okay, then if you want to go from position to velocity or velocity to acceleration, then you will be making use of differentiation. In the further journey, you will be making use of differentiation. Okay, again differentiation. That is, you will say v will be given by dx by dt. What is the meaning, sir? Dx means small change in x, dt means small change in time. So how position or displacement is changing with time, how position or displacement is changing with time, that is the meaning, that gives you the velocity. Similarly, how velocity will change with time, that will give you the acceleration. That is, you will say acceleration will be given by dv by dt. So dv means small change in velocity, dt means small change in time. So how the velocity changes with time, that will give you acceleration. How the position or displacement changes with time, that will give you the velocity. Okay, and there is further sequence of this part which right now we are not focusing on. But yes dear, one thing is for sure, that you will say the way, yesterday I told you the same thing, the way we have differentiation and integration, the way addition and subtraction are opposite processes, multiplication and division are opposite processes. Similarly, differentiation and integration are also opposite processes. Means, if in this sequence you get the way from differentiation, in the reverse order you will be having the integration. Means, position is given, we need velocity, sir, differentiate. Velocity is given, we need acceleration, sir, differentiate. But if acceleration is given and we need velocity, or velocity is given and we need change in position or displacement, then we will be making use of integration. Integration here, integration here. I hope that's clear for you. So what I said just now is that if you want to talk about the big change and small change, then you will be making use of differentiation and integration. Big change into small change into big change. Particularly, you want to talk about the motion. Position is given, velocity is required, differentiation. Velocity is given, acceleration is required, differentiation. And opposite process is integration. Okay. Some other examples also I will take. Other examples are, suppose we talk about Newton's second law. What is Newton's second law, sir? It says the rate of change of linear momentum of an object, the time rate of change of linear momentum of an object is directly proportional to the external force applied. And if you particularly want to talk about the expression, then you will have the expression as F is equal to dp by dt in terms of vector. Dp by dt means, dp means small change in linear momentum and dt means small change in time. So how linear momentum is changing with time, that will give you the force. Okay, this was Newton's second law. Now, since you are all 10th class students, probably, so you tell me the definition of electric current. Tell me in the comment section, what is the definition of electric current? Bataiye. Very many hi, hello, everything happened. Yeah, I can see the comment section. Now it's your turn to answer me. Okay. Newton's second law, rate of change of linear momentum is directly proportional to the external force applied. So in Newton's laws in this star program, we will talk about it in detail. Right now what I am asking you is definition of electric current. You can also tell me the formula. Definition, or you can tell me the formula. Yes, Pratima, rate of flow of charge. Dhanush, yes, rate of flow of charge, rate of flow of charge, rate of flow of charge. Many students are directly saying rate of flow of charge. Absolutely, you are correct. So flow of charge in a given time. But interestingly, dear, I is equal to dq by dt. dq by dt. I is equal to dq by dt. dq means small change in charge. dt means small change in time. So how there is a small change in charge observed with the small changes in time, that is the definition of electric current. And interestingly, in physics, small by small changes always applicable, but total by total will be applicable only if the change is uniform or only if the rate is constant. I repeat, total by total always valid, smaller by smaller always valid, total by total valid only if the things are uniform. What does it mean? It means, sir, in 10th class we have seen Q by T. Q by T. So I will say, dear, dq by dt is always valid. Always valid. है ना? Different है, not difficult. Q by T only if current is constant. Only if current is constant or rate of flow is constant or rate of flow is uniform. Are you getting it? So what I'm trying to say, every physical quantity you have defined like this till 10th class, I am modifying it a bit. Actual physics, actual science says that smaller by smaller is always applicable. Total by total is applicable only if the things are uniform. So what is the major difference between 9th class and 11th class, sir? What is the major difference between 10th class and 12th class, sir? Syllabus is going to be approximately the same. The things are going to be a bit in depth. Means if you have the changes till 10th class, you talked about big values. Now you have to talk about some more accuracy, some more precise observation in which you need to consider the smaller one. Let me give another example. जैसे dp by dt 9th class में भी this is always valid, but that can be written as total by total, big change in momentum by big change in time only if force applied is uniform. Only if force applied is uniform. Okay, let me give you another one. Let me give another example. Definition of power. Tell me in the correct comment section, what is the definition of power? What is the definition of power? Power, how do you define power? Tell me in the comment section. You'll understand it better. Power, work per unit time. Yes, Vicky. Nikhil, rate of doing work. Yes, W by T. V into I, that is also correct. Rate of doing work, that is also correct. Rate of energy consumed, that is also correct. Very nice here, very nice. Yes. Fine. Everyone is saying, yes, another formula, P is equal to E and T. Another formula, W by T. Right. Absolutely correct. Yeah, absolutely correct. I am going to modify it a lot. You know, smart students, smart teacher. So I am going to modify it a bit. So, what I am going to say? Definition of power. Power is defined as rate of doing work, dW by dt or dE by dt. dW by dt, small change in work or small work consumed by small time, or dE by dt, small energy dissipation in small time. This is always valid, but that can be written as delta W by delta T or delta E by delta T. This is valid only if power is constant. So sir, what we can conclude from here? We can conclude that if the things are constant, then total by total is also valid, but small by small is always valid. Small by small is always valid. Let me ask you another one. Another one. We will revise. Definition of pressure. Pressure. Tell me the definition of pressure here. Comment section में बताइए, how do you define the pressure? Ramnath, very nice definition here. Power is the energy that converted or consumed. Power with respect to time, okay, and the work is done. Very nice try here, very nice try. There are obviously some corrections every time. So we will talk about the minor corrections and what we need to take care on the NEET exam when we meet in the campus. But as of now, let me give you some more idea. Yes. Definition of pressure, force per unit area, force per unit area, force with respect to area, uniform weight. Okay, that is a bit late. I will say uniform weight or uniform weight per unit area will be better instead of saying weight, because pressure is a different quantity, weight and force is a different quantity. So force we applied on an object on a unit area. Okay. Chaliye, let's talk here. Definition of pressure. How I will say here? I will say definition of pressure is equal to dF by dA, small force applied on small area, always valid. But that will be equal to total force by total area for uniform pressure. For uniform pressure. Okay, so uniform pressure के लिए you can write it as total by total, otherwise it is applicable only for smaller by small, smaller by small. Let me ask you another definition here. Last definition hai, then we will quickly move on to the numerical aspect. This is all about what is the use of differentiation, sir. These are the basic examples of the application of use of differentiation in physics. Definition of density. Density definition बताइए. Tell me the definition of density. Try. बताइए comment section में, what is the definition of density? Yes, very nice. I hope you got the idea. Now you tell me what will be the density for small terms when it is always valid, and what will be the density formula which is always valid, and what will be the density formula that will be valid only for uniform object or homogeneous mixture. Okay, tell me. I'm waiting in the comment section. Write down separately what will be the density formula for which is always valid, and what will be the density formula for the mixture which are homogeneous. So density is mass per unit volume. Ahalya, very nice. Density is mass per unit volume. Yes, true. Mass by volume, Twinkle. Krishna, dm by dv. Ramnath, dm by dv. बिल्कुल ठीक, dm by dv is always valid. Very nice, very nice. देखो, we will say density rho is equal to dm by dv, always valid. Okay, and that will be equal to total mass by total volume only if total mass by total volume only if the density is constant or mixture is homogeneous. Only if density is constant. Uniform body, or you can say homogeneous mixture. Uniform body and homogeneous mixture. Okay, ji? Right. Take a screenshot. I hope you got the idea. Quickly take a screenshot, dear. Take the screenshot. Then we will move ahead with the numerical aspect of differentiation. Very nice. Right. Chaliye. I hope you have taken the screenshot. Let me take you in our further journey. So few basic examples. First of all, I'll talk about the rule. Yesterday I told you. Rule kya hai? Rule is very simple. If you are trying to take the differentiation d by dx of x to the power n, d by dx of x to the power n. So how do you take its differentiation, sir? power will be multiplied and actual power will be reduced. I repeat, power will be multiplied and actual power will be reduced. So power this n will be multiplied and actual power will be reduced. N minus 1. N minus 1. Rule number 1. Rule number 1. Power will be multiplied and actual power will be reduced. Rule number 2. Constants differentiation is 0. Because you want to consider the change. You want to consider the change. So sir, d of constant means small change in constant. Constant means which is not changing. And physics never says never. What do you mean by that, sir? Math says parallel lines never meet. Physics says never say never. Parallel lines will meet at infinity. Getting it? Logic says that when you are boiling the water, the temperature during the boiling of water remains 100 degrees Celsius. So whatsoever heat you provide, water will get converted into steam, but temperature will not change at 100 degrees Celsius. Technically, physics says that infinite amount of heat is required to change the temperature of water at 100 degrees Celsius. So in short, whenever something is not happening, say at infinity, say by infinity, it will be happening. Okay, so parallel lines, do they meet? Math says parallel lines never meet. Physics will say, interestingly, parallel lines can meet at infinity. है ना? And we all have to be the believer of physics. सही है? So constant is not changing. Okay, constant will not change. So right now we are considering the change of the constant. So if you want to really change the constant, where you have to go? At infinity. So it's not possible in reality. So change in constant is going to be 0. Okay, differentiation of constant is going to be 0. And the third rule is d by dx. If you want to write for something like k and a function x, then you will say the coefficients, the numerical coefficient, the k is considered to be a numerical coefficient. Sir, variable is done, constant is done, coefficient we are talking about. So numerical coefficient. Okay, that numerical coefficient will simply slip out and that will be d by dx of fx, function of x. So what I said just now, I said that these are the three general rules. There are many more formula. Yesterday I gave you the homework. I will also share the link, class notes once again in the Telegram group. Yesterday I gave you the homework for learning 6-7 formula of differentiation. But these are the basic formula. These are the basic rules which today we are going to follow in order to solve the NEET previous year questions also. Okay. So one rule which I have told just now is, as in reference to the motion, if you have position, you want velocity, and if you have velocity, you want acceleration, keep on differentiating. Position to velocity, differentiation. Velocity to acceleration, differentiation. Acceleration to velocity, reverse process, integration. Velocity to position, reverse process, again integration. So one rule is this and the other basic rules are in front of you. You will understand them better. Let me start with few examples. Example number 1. Remember dear, power has to be multiplied, actual power has to be reduced. Power has to be multiplied, actual power has to be reduced. For example, d by dx of, yesterday also I took this example, I am repeating it again, x cube. X cube. Write in the comment section what is the answer. D by dx of x cube. D by dx of x cube, power will be multiplied, actual power will be reduced. So this 3 power will be multiplied, actual power will be reduced. 3 minus 1, answer is 3x square. 3x square. Okay, yes, very nice. I can see everyone has already answered. Sir, what if you differentiate it further? What if you differentiate it further? Suppose I want to ask d by dx of 3x square. D by dx of 3x square. So I will say 3 will be slipping out of the differentiation because of this third rule. 3 being a numerical coefficient will slip out and you will be having d by dx of x square. And x square differentiation is X square. Yes, sir. Very true. Power will get multiplied and actual power will be reduced. And hence the final answer is 6x. 6x. Understood? Very nice. Let us differentiate it once again. Once again means d by dx of 6x. D by dx of 6x. So you will say, sir, 6 because of this rule 3 will come out of the differentiation. And you will have d of x by dx. So yesterday also I told you, you can see dx cancelled and hence the final answer is 6. Although the hidden rule is something different, but yes, the final answer here can be 6. Very nice. I am happy here looking at the comment section. Let me take another differentiation, d by dx of 6. Abhi answer kitna? D by dx of that. Another differentiation, one more differentiation. What you will call that? One more differentiation. So the answer of this differentiation, now it's a constant. Constant, 6 is a constant, it's a number. So constant's differentiation is 0. Constant's differentiation is 0. Very nice, very nice. Okay, chaliye. Let me talk about the notations. Sir, if this x cube is called as a function of x, then this result, one-time differentiation, this result is basically dy by dx. Obviously, sir, you calculated dy by dx only. Yes, so this result is dy by dx. But if you talk about this result, particularly, if you talk about the second result, it is first time you differentiated, it is another time differentiation of first derivative. I repeat, it is the another time differentiation of the first derivative, means overall it is double derivative. Double derivative, how do you write that? Yesterday I told you d2y by dx square. And any students who have joined us just now, you can in your free time in the evening can cover the yesterday's lecture. That will be the backlog lecture. You will understand some more fundamentals. Similarly, another time differentiation, you will get it as d3y by dx cube. This is just a symbol. I am telling you right now so that you should not be afraid of it. Symbol hai, notation hai. D by dx of 6 constant. This is another time differentiation. You write it like this, d4y by dx to the power 4. d4y by dx to the power 4. I hope the logic is clear. Very nice. Say, I can see that you are quite active in the comment section. You would be understanding it. Right, great here. Okay, so these are few basic examples how to differentiate. Okay, I hope we are good with it. Right. Another rule is if you have d by dx of some function here, some another function here. What is this, sir? It looks complicated. Sir. I am saying these are two different functions, either in addition or in subtraction. Then what you need to do, sir, its answer will be, you have to take the separate differentiation of the first function plus. If it is plus here, then that will be plus. If it is minus here, then that's going to be minus. So you have to take the separate differentiation of first function and you have to take the separate differentiation of second function. So first function separate differentiation, second function separate differentiation, overall will give you the individual differentiations plus and minus will give you the combined differentiation. Individual differentiation plus or minus will give you the combined differentiation. Is that clear? Rule number 1, x to the power n will give you nx n to the power, actual power will be multiplied, then power will be reduced. Constant's differentiation is 0. Numerical coefficient will come out of differentiation integration both. And over addition and subtraction, we can distribute the differentiation, and later on I will teach you integration also. So just quickly take the screenshot. You can take the screenshot here. I hope you have taken the screenshot. Let me take you ahead. Some more examples. Another example is that suppose I say y is equal to 3x square minus 4x, then I will try to write dy by dx here. So I will say I have to write d by dx of 3x square separately according to rule 4 minus d by dx of 4x separately. Okay. So here I will say 3 will come out and you will be having d by dx of x square by property 3 minus 4 will come out by d by dx of 4, d by dx of x. Now, according to property 1, x square ka differentiation, power will get multiplied, actual power will be reduced. Minus 4, dx by dx is going to be 1. Hence, the final answer is 6x minus 4. We are doing it in detail. Very soon we will be able to do it orally. Okay. As of now, we are doing it in too much detail. Another example. D by dx of, this is a very useful example in physics. I want you to remember. D by dx of 1 by x. Yesterday also I told you. So that is, I want you to remember this. Okay. Remember this example. Remember this example particularly. This will be useful later. So you can write it as d by dx of x to the power minus 1. Hence that can be written as, sir, power will get multiplied and actual power will be reduced. Power will get multiplied and actual power will be reduced by 1. That's what it happened. So that will be equal to minus 1 x to the power minus 2. So that is minus 1 by x square. Minus 1 by x square. I hope that's clear. Fine. Another example. D by dx of 4x to the power 3 minus 2 by x, like this. So you will say that will be equal to, sir, that will be d by dx of 4x cube separately minus d by dx of 2 by x separately. So I will say 4 will come out and you will be having differentiation of x cube, minus 2 will come out and you will have a differentiation of 1 by x. Now let me try to skip few steps and try to answer orally. X cube ka derivative, what will be the x cube derivative? 3x square minus, what will be the differentiation of 1 by x? Minus 1 by x square. X cube derivative, power will get multiplied, actual power will be reduced. And 1 by x derivative is minus 1 by x square. Hence, if you are going to solve it, final answer is 12x square minus plus 2 by x square. 12x square minus plus 2 by x square. Is that clear? I hope that's cool. Okay. Another example, sir. Enjoying? Are you liking it? Tell me. समझ में आ रहा है? Are you able to understand? Right. Chalo, nice. Further, now what we can see here is another example, d by dx of, yesterday I told you the formula, sin x, suppose it is cos x. Okay. Then you will say, sir, I will write it as d by dx of sin x. Then I will write it as d by dx of cos x. And I told you yesterday the formula, sin x derivative is cos x, but cos x derivative is minus sin x. I repeat, yesterday out of the 5 formula we use in physics, we have got this, sin x derivative is cos x, but cos x derivative is minus sin x. Our answer will be cos x minus sin x. Furthermore, we will discuss only after having a lecture of trigonometry in basic maths. Okay. As of now, we are stopping with the examples here, and now we are going to start with NEET PYQs. Before that, you can easily take a screenshot. Quickly take the screenshot here. Okay, I've got a side. Now take the screenshot. Fine. Okay, chaliye, let us start further. Now that's a NEET PYQ. Quickly we will try to do the PYQs, previous year questions. What they are saying? Equation of displacement for any particle S is given as 3t cube plus 7t square plus 14t plus 8. Okay. And they are asking you its acceleration at time t equals to 1 second. Its acceleration at time t equals to 1 second. So you will be saying, first of all, we will get the velocity, sir, ds by dt, ds by dt. Then I will get the acceleration, sir, dv by dt, dv by dt. And then I will try to get the value of acceleration at t equals to 1 second. So these are going to be the steps. I hope the steps are clear to you. So first of all, I'll try to figure out the differentiation. Orally differentiate karenge. Here power will get multiplied and actual power will be reduced. So 3 into power will get multiplied 9. Actual power will be reduced t square. Plus 7 power will get multiplied to 14. Actual power will be reduced. So t. Plus 14 as it is. Plus constant's derivative is 0. Constant's derivative is 0. I repeat, 9t square plus 14t plus 14 plus 0, or you can simply write it as 9t square plus 14t plus 14. Now again I am going to differentiate that. Again I will differentiate 18t plus 14 plus 0. 18t plus 14 plus 0, or I will simply say 18t plus 14. Now I will put the value of t as 1 here. So that is 18 into 1 plus 14. I think 18 plus 14, the answer is going to be 32 meter per second square. 32 meter per second square, and hence this will be the correct option. I hope you got the logic. See, that's just the day 2 of our STAR program, and you are capable enough of doing the NEET PYQs. This is only the first example. We will do more. I hope you are good with it. Take the screenshot quickly. Taken? Alright, chaliye. Let's do the next PYQ. Next question is, a particle moves along a straight line such that its displacement at any time t is given by this. The velocity when the acceleration is 0. The velocity when the acceleration is 0. So first of all, I will say displacement is given by how much? That is t cube minus 6t square, t cube minus 6t square plus 3t plus 4. First of all, I will say get me the value of v ds by dt. Then I will say get me the value of a dv by dt. Then you need the velocity when acceleration is 0. Put acceleration to be 0. Then t will be equal to what? Suppose t naught. Suppose t naught. I will tell you the line of thought, how you need to think about. Put a equal to 0, then t will be equal to t naught. So when they are asking velocity when acceleration is 0, means they are asking you velocity at t equals to t naught. T equals to t naught. So we will find its value. I hope the logic is clear. Let's start doing it. First of all, v equals to ds by dt. Differentiate it. It is 3t square minus 12t plus 3. Power will get multiplied, actual power will be reduced. 3t square minus 12t plus 3. And force derivative is 0. 4 is a constant, constant differentiation is 0. Again differentiate it, you will get 6t minus 12 and 3 behaving as a constant now, its differentiation is going to be 0. Now you have to put a equals to 0. So suppose you put a equals to 0 means 6t minus 12 equal to 0. This implies t naught value is coming out to be 2 seconds. T naught value came out to be 2 seconds. So I will say velocity when acceleration is 0. Velocity when acceleration is 0 means velocity at t naught equals to 2 seconds. Means see the velocity expression. I will say that is 3 into 2 square minus 12 into 2 plus 3. 3 into 2 square minus 12 into 2 plus 3. So it is 2 square, 4 into 3, 12 minus 24 plus 3. So you can see 12 minus 24 is minus 12 plus 3 is minus 9. And hence the correct answer is, they are saying acceleration is 0, find out the velocity. So the correct answer is minus 9 meter per second square, minus 9 meter per second. You are finding out the velocity. I hope the logic is clear. Right. You can take the screenshot. You can take the screenshot. Now, I hope you are prepared well enough. So I have attached some. Would you like to do some homework? Right? Right. So I am attaching 3 more questions. I'll be discussing these 3 questions tomorrow, probably before talking about the integration, but I hope this much is clear to you. So 3 questions I have attached. Okay. Be ready to do the PYQs. Hai na? And be confident you are going to have a very great journey ahead. So don't forget to subscribe and share this video to your friends also, so that maximum people can take the advantage of our STAR program. And yes, more importantly, don't forget to click on the link and join our Telegram channel. By this Telegram channel, you will get all the important stuff and updates. So this is the link, and that is available in the description of the video also. Apart from that, if you need any particular topic taught by me, you can just write it down, that Abhilash Sir Physics or Abhilash Sir Physics Gosala, and then the topic name Sri Chaitanya Gosala, and then the topic name. You will find a lot of stuff taught by me. And yes, wish you a great learning ahead.
All right. I hope you guys are enjoying the classes. I wish you guys are enjoying these classes. All right. Very good. Okay, guys. Now I would ask you that when we are going on with the class, in between you can keep your hands away from the keyboard so that you can study better. Okay. So keep your hands away from the keyboard from now. Okay. For next 20 minutes, don't type anything. Can you do me this promise? Just write a promise and then keep your hand away from the keyboard. Just write promise. No problem. Naliveni, within 2 or 3 days, you'll start understanding. Within 2 or 3 days, we'll start understanding. It takes time sometimes. It's not a problem. It's a bridge course. Anyways, we are going to go very, very slow. I'm considering you as a 9th or 10th standard student only. I'm not considering you as a 11th standard student as of now. Okay. All right. Chalo. Keep quiet now for some time, for 20-25 minutes. Then I'll ask you whether something is clear to you or not. Okay. All right. So I will not look at the comment box now. So you should also not comment. Okay. Let us start. All right. Today what we are going to study. My name is Anirudh Mehta. For those who are joining here for the first time, those who are not present yesterday, my name is Anirudh Mehta. I'll be dealing with chemistry here at Sri Chaitanya Gosala. In yesterday's topic, we have talked about very basic things like what is an atom. Atom is the smallest entity which takes part in a chemical reaction. Atoms may or may not have independent existence, is what we studied yesterday. What is a molecule? Molecule is the smallest entity which is, we are 100% sure that it will have independent existence. Okay. So atoms may not have independent existence. Molecules 100% they have independent existence. On the other hand, atoms take part in reaction. Molecules directly do not take part in reaction. Molecules first break down to become atoms and then they take part in the reaction. Okay. Then we studied what is an element, what is a compound. If we talk about matter, matter can be of 2 types. One is pure substance and one is going to be mixture. Okay. Please do not comment here, all of you. Be very serious now. Okay. Be very serious. Okay. So when we talk about elements and compounds, so a matter is of 2 types, pure substances and impure substances / mixtures. Pure substance can be element or compound. What is an element? Element is any pure substance which is made up of only one type of atoms. For example, if I talk about diamond, diamond is made up of all carbon atoms attached to each other. If I talk about iron metal, iron is also made up of only Fe atoms present. Okay. On the other hand, a compound is a pure substance which is made up of 2 or more different elements combined in fixed ratio by mass. Fixed ratio by mass. Like sodium chloride is a compound where one sodium ion is attached with one chloride ion, sodium chloride. Glucose is a compound where 6 carbon atoms are attached with 12 hydrogens and 6 oxygens, C6H12O6. Okay, so these are compounds which may be ionic compound like NaCl or a covalent compound like glucose. We studied up to here yesterday. Okay, today we are going to start with the introduction to mole concept. Introduction to mole concept. Very, very, very interesting topic. Trust me, this is one topic, once you understand, no, it is going to help you in so many other chapters. It is going to help you in chapters like in class 12th, we will study electrochemistry chapter. There it will help us. It will help you in a chapter called as chemical equilibrium, which will come in class 11th only. It will be used in chemical kinetics also, which will come in class 12th. In these topics everywhere, mole concept is the most basic thing which is required. Okay, so be very careful when you study mole concept. It might take time for you to solve the questions from mole concept because the first time you might be doing it. Okay, so today we'll do very, very basics. Whatever you have studied before, we are going to just deal with that only. That is, so today's topics are, these are topics that we are going to discuss today, which is going to be, what is atomic mass? Okay, for this I would ask you just one small thing. Just reply me back in the comment. What do you think is the atomic mass of oxygen? Can you comment? Atomic mass of oxygen. Sumant, 16 what? 16 what? 16 kilogram, 16 gram, 16 what? Very good. 16 AMU. Okay, 16 AMU. Very, very good. Not 16 gram. So whenever we talk about atomic mass means nothing but mass of one atom. And you know how small is that one atom? One atom is very, very small. So its mass will be always talked in atomic mass units. We'll talk about what is atomic mass unit today. Okay. Molecular mass means mass of one molecule, which will also be talked about in AMU units. Very, very small, like CO2 44 AMU or 44 U. Then we'll talk about molar mass. Can anybody tell me what is the molar mass of oxygen? O. What is the molar mass of O? Molar mass of O. Oxygen. It is 16 grams. It is 16 grams. Okay, today we are going to talk about it, how it is coming 16 gram. So when we talk about molar mass of O, it is 16 gram. When we talk about atomic mass of O, it is 16 AMU. It is 16 AMU. The value of both will be same. Today we are going to study that, don't worry. Atomic mass means mass of very, very small atom. Molar mass means mass of so many oxygen atoms. 6 into 10 power 23, 1 mole of oxygen atom. We are going to talk about all of this today. What is gram atomic mass? What is gram molecular mass? What is a mole? What is the Avogadro number? We'll reach to these things today and then we are going to, okay, move ahead. There are many things about atomic mass unit AMU which you might not know. Okay, so let's study about it today. First of all, you tell me, which one do you think is heavier? 1 kg cotton or 1 kg iron? Which is more heavy? Which is heavier? Okay. So see, here also you have little bit of problem. Some people are saying iron is heavy. Some people are saying cotton is heavy. Huh? Which is heavy? Yes, they are both same. So have this notion in your mind clear that when I am saying 1 kg of both, 1 kg means same mass only, no? 1 kg means same mass. Yes. Okay. Alright. So this was just a trick question for you. Many people think that 1 kg of iron will be heavier. Nothing like that. Okay. Yes. Alright. Now we'll start. This was just a fun question for you. Now we'll start with the topic. What is atomic mass? So as just now I told you that atomic mass of an element is number of times an atom is heavier then 1/12 of carbon 12. 1/12 of carbon 12. Okay, what is the meaning of this? All of you please see here. All of you please see here. Whenever we talk about mass, whether it is my mass, your mass, our mass is always relative in nature. Our mass is always relative in nature. When I say that I am 80 kilograms, okay, it is not any absolute thing. I am just saying that I am 80 times heavier than 1 liter water. So if I stand over here at one of the weigh balance, this is the balance. Here if I stand, and here if I keep water bottle of 1 liter, okay, it is actually the standard of mass, which is 1 kg, which is nothing but 1 liter water. So to balance my mass, we require 80 bottles to be put here. 80 bottles to be put here. So I can say I am 80 times heavier than 1 liter water. That is how we define a kg. Okay, that is how we define a kg. You could have chosen some other units. Let's say you would say that now instead of kg, we want to use the unit as this pen. Okay, this pen is the unit now. So if I want to check my weight, I will start putting pens on this side, and like that maybe I will require to keep 2000 pens. So I would say that my mass now is 2000 times mass of pen. So we can change this reference. We can change this reference, our mass will change. My mass is 80 kilogram. When I say 80 times mass of the water bottle, if I change that reference to a pen, my mass will change. Same way, when we are trying to write the molar mass of any element or molar mass of any atom, atom is very, very small. Atom is very, very small. So let's say I keep one oxygen atom here. Okay, this is one oxygen atom. I am showing it with blue color. This is one oxygen atom. Now to balance this oxygen atom, I can't put the bricks now because bricks are very heavy. Oxygen atom is very, very small. So instead we have taken a reference. That reference is a small ball you consider. This ball is nothing but 1/12 of mass of carbon 12 isotope. Okay, 1/12 of carbon 12 isotope. 1/12 of carbon 12 isotope. That is our reference. So when I want to balance out one oxygen atom, this is the oxygen atom I have kept. To balance out one oxygen atom, consider it as a ball, a heavy ball, which will be balanced by these units. So this is our unit, 1/12 of carbon 12. Such small balls, 16 balls were required. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So such 16 balls if I keep, then this oxygen gets balanced. That means, so we can say mass of oxygen is what? Mass of oxygen, which is atomic mass, is nothing but atomic mass of oxygen was found out to be 16 times mass of 1/12 of carbon 12 atom. 16 times mass of 1/12 of a carbon atom. Okay. Guys, please stop talking among yourselves. Please listen here. It's a very important topic. Why only carbon? You could have taken some other things as well. Okay. First, actually, they didn't take carbon. They took hydrogen atom as the reference. Okay. They took here hydrogen atoms as the reference initially. But then the problem was, when you take the hydrogen atoms here as the reference, most of the atomic masses were coming out in fractions. Most of the atomic masses were coming out in fractions because one hydrogen atom is not exactly 1 AMU, it is little bit more than that. Little bit more than that. So that's why when we take hydrogen atom, these masses were all coming in fraction. Mass of oxygen was coming something like 15.78. Mass of nitrogen was coming like 13 point something or 14 point something. That is why they thought some other reference we should take. You could have taken 1/16th of oxygen as well. Here they have taken 1/12th of the carbon. Okay, many options are there. Carbon is the only one which was giving you less fractional numbers and more whole numbers. That's why we have taken carbon. Okay, if you take 1/16th of oxygen, that will also be fine only. Not a problem. Okay, all right. Same way, if I say I keep a hydrogen atom here. I keep a hydrogen atom here. So to balance this hydrogen atom, only one time this small ball was required. That means atomic mass of hydrogen is nothing but 1 times the mass of 1/12th of carbon. Okay, like this. Now every time we can't write the atomic mass as 16 times heavier, 12 times heavier. So we said this whole thing, mass of 1/12th of carbon 12, we are going to call it as a unit. We are going to call it as a unit. So we called it as AMU, atomic mass unit. Atomic mass unit. So from now on, whenever we study atomic masses, we are going to study them in AMU. So remember it. So atomic mass is nothing but how many times or how many number of times an atom of an element is heavier than 1/12th of a carbon 12. Now how much is the mass of 1/12th of carbon 12? We'll check. When we studied the mass of a carbon 12 atom, this was studied using mass spectrometer, which is a device which can check the masses of very, very small things as well in grams. This mass came out to be almost 1.99 into 10 power minus 23 grams. This is mass of one carbon atom. Okay, very small. Mass of one carbon atom is how much? 1.99 into 10 power minus 23 grams. You can remember this value and you can write it as well. Mass of one carbon atom. Keep your notes out, everyone. You need to write today as well. Mass of one carbon atom is 1.99 10 power minus 23 gram. So what is a AMU? A AMU is nothing but 1/12 times mass of carbon 12. So when I check the value of a AMU in grams, we can see how much it will come. It will come 1/12 into 1.99 into 10 power minus 23 grams. Which comes out to be, when you divide 1.99 by 12, it is going to be 1.67. Okay, 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. Very important. Remember this. This is the value of AMU in grams. Okay, this is the value of AMU in grams. All right. This is the value. Arey guys, keep quiet now. What is this? You have come to these. All definitions will come, isotopes, isobars. Everything will be taught to you on time. Okay, everything will be taught to you. Why you guys are replying right now? Keep your hands calm and relax. Please relax. You are in 11th standard from now, and it takes a lot of efforts to become a doctor. Like this, you can't become a doctor, everyone. Okay. All right. You can disable the chat for some time. Okay, we'll disable the chat for some time. All right. So 1 AMU is nothing but 1.67 into 10 power minus 24 gram. You should remember this value. Okay. So now we have studied what is atomic mass. Atomic mass is how many times an atom is heavier as compared to 1/12 of carbon. So we'll write some of the atomic masses here. Atom, its atomic mass in AMU and its atomic mass in normal units of grams. Okay, just 2-3 examples, let us see. So when we studied for carbon, a carbon's atomic mass will come 12 AMU. And when you want to know its atomic mass in grams, you will do 12 times the value of AMU, 1.67 into 10 power minus 24. These many grams. Okay. So whenever they ask you what is the mass of one atom, if they ask you in grams, you say atomic mass into this value. This value is nothing but mass of one proton as well. I hope you remember that. If they say what is the mass of one atom of sodium, then sodium we know atomic mass is 23, mass number 23 AMU. So its mass in grams will be 23 times 1.67 into 10 power minus 24 grams. This is the mass of one sodium atom. Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. One last one I am writing. Let's say they ask you for fluorine. Fluorine is actually having atomic number of 9, mass number of 18. Okay, and fluorine 19 is also available. So fluorine 19 I am taking here. Fluorine 919. So it is 19 AMU. 19 AMU. So 19 AMU. So 19 into 1.67 into 10 power minus 24 gram. Okay, fluorine 919 is also there. Fluorine 918 is also there. Both are there. I have taken fluorine 919 here. Okay. Sodium is 1123 in the last class we have written. Carbon is 612. So 12 AMU, 23 AMU, 19 AMU. All right. Now a question can be asked like this. Question can be asked like this. You all can write down this question and tell me the answer then. Question is, if 7 atoms of an element, if 7 atoms of an element weigh 147 into 1.67, or just they will mention 147 into 1.67 into 10 power minus 24 grams, find atomic mass of the element in AMU. Find the atomic mass of element in AMU. Okay, think about it and solve it. (147 AMU), 21, 21, 147, 21. 21 is the correct answer, everybody. 21 is the correct answer. Okay. No idea. We'll see why no idea. All of you. Yes, correct. 21 is correct answer. So what is the question here? All of you can easily see what is the question here. We'll be doing it by something called as unitary method. Okay. We'll be doing it by unitary method. If I say to you that to buy 5 chocolates, I have to spend 200 rupees. To buy 5 chocolates, I have to spend 200 rupees. If I ask you what is the price of one chocolate, you all can tell me, sir, 40 rupees. 40 rupees. Correct? If I say to buy 5 chocolates, we need to spend 200 rupees. If I ask you what is the mass of, what is the price of one chocolate, you will say 40 rupees. Now, how do you do that? How do you do that? You do it mathematically like this. Remember it? What is unitary method? Very important method. To solve any question from mole concept, you will be using this method only. Unitary method is nothing but if the question is, if 5 chocolates cost rupees 200, what is price of 71 chocolates? Something like this, let's say they are asking. Okay, what is the price of 71 chocolates? Then how would you think about it? You tell me how much money you have to pay to buy 71 chocolates. Okay, 2800, 2840, 2840. Yes. So what we have done here is, it's correct only. Here we have used something called as unitary method. How to use the unitary method? Please remember, whatever thing we know, we keep it on left hand side. And whatever thing we don't know, we keep it on right hand side. As simple as that. Whatever you know, you keep that value on left hand side. Whatever you know, keep that value on right. Know left hand side, unknown, you keep it on right hand side. What is the question? 5 chocolates cost 200 rupees. What is the price of 71 chocolates? So number of chocolates I know. Price is something which we have to find. So I'll keep the price on right hand side, and I'll keep the number of chocolates on left hand side, and then start solving. So whatever is given to us, we'll write chocolates on left hand side. So we'll say 5 chocolates cost 200 rupees. So we'll write like this, unitary method, 5 chocolates cost, right hand side, 200 rupees. After this we go for unit. Unit means 1 chocolate will cost how much? So 1 chocolate cost how much? Whenever you go for unitary method, unitary means for 1 unit, this number goes to the denominator. So this 200 divided by 5, remember it, 200 by 5, which is 40 rupees. Now once we reach to unitary, now you know the price of 1 chocolate. Now you can find the price of 71 chocolates. So 71 chocolates are going to cost us how much? 40 times 71, because cost of 1 chocolate is 40 rupees. Cost of 71 chocolates will be this much. So 2840 rupees. Now if all of you can do this much basic common sense mathematics, you can solve any question of mole concept within 1 second. Okay, it won't take time at all. Not within 1 second, within 1 minute I'm saying. It will not take time at all. If you know just this basic maths, whatever you know, keep it on left hand side. Whatever you don't know, keep it on right hand side. And you can solve any number of questions. Okay, any number of questions you can solve. Now you can see here the question that I gave you was, if 7 atoms weigh this much, what is the atomic mass? Means they are asking 1 atom will weigh how much? Atoms are known. 1 atom will weigh how much? Weight is unknown. So I'll keep the weight on right hand side. I'll keep the atoms on left hand side. So I'll say it is given that 7 atoms weigh 147 into 1.67 into 10 power minus 24 gram. This is for 7 atoms. 1 atom is going to weigh, this 7 will go down, 147 by 7, 1.67 into 10 power minus 24 gram. This whole value can be written as a AMU, and 147 by 7 is nothing but 21. So answer is 21 AMU. This is the atomic mass, mass of 1 atom. Okay. Mass of 1 atom. Not 21 gram beta, 21 AMU. Sairam, 21 AMU. Okay. All right. All right. Now I'll give you one more question. You try to solve it. Question is, calculate number of sulfur atoms. Calculate number of sulfur atoms in (855) into, or you can take 8.55 in 8.55 into 10 to the power minus 22 grams of sulfur. That is the question. Think about it. Just unitary method, basic unitary method. How many sulfur atoms are present in these many grams of sulfur? How many sulfur atoms are present in these many grams of sulfur? That is the question. All of you think about it. Think about unitary method. Sulfur has mass number 32. Sulfur has mass number 32. This is sulfur. This is how sulfur looks like. Now let us nicely understand this. Okay, let's be a little slow and understand. Be a little slow. Don't have to rush. 855. No. Let us see. 16 atoms. All right. All right. Okay. Now let us understand this. All of you, please see here. One question you see, then so many questions you will be able to do. What is given? You see here. Calculate number of sulfur atoms. So sulfur atoms are unknown. Sulfur atoms are unknown. I'll keep it on right hand side. Whatever is unknown, I'll keep it on right hand side. Mass is known. Mass is known, so I'll keep it on left hand side. What do I know about sulfur? I know that 32 AMU may I can have only one sulfur. So mass is 32 AMU, number of sulfur atom is one sulfur atom. So we'll say by unitary method, mass on left hand side, 32 AMU means one sulfur atom. So 32 AMU has or contain one atom of sulfur. One atom of sulfur. Instead of writing 32 AMU, I can also write 32 times 1.67 into 10 power minus 24 gram. AMU I have converted to gram. I can also write it like this. 32 AMU or 32 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 24 gram has how many sulfur atoms? It has one sulfur atom. Okay, 32 AMU I have just written in the form of gram. Now I will check for unit. That means 1 gram contain how many sulfur atom? So when I take 1 gram, this whole value will go to the denominator. So it will contain 1 by this 32 into 1.67 into 10 power minus 24 sulfur atoms. Okay, so we've gone for unitary, saying that 32 AMU has one sulfur atom. 32 AMU can be written in the form of grams because they have given us the unit of mass as gram. Or 32 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 24 gram, it contains one sulfur atom. So 1 gram will contain how many sulfur atom? 1 divided by this value. And they are asking for 8.55 into 10 power minus 22 grams. So that will multiply it with that number. So we'll say in 8.55 into 10 power minus 22 gram, how many sulfur atoms? 1 by 32 into 1.67 into 10 power minus 24 into this whole value 8.55 into 10 power minus 22. These many sulfur atoms will be present. It is nothing but the same chocolate question that you solved just now. Okay, it is nothing but the same chocolate question that you have solved few minutes back. So this will give you the number of sulfur atoms. This will give you the number of sulfur atoms. 10 power minus 22, 10 power minus 24, 10 power plus 2 will go on the top, or 10 power minus 2 at the bottom. I can write like this. Okay, after solving it completely, you are going to get 16 atoms. You are going to get 16 atoms. Okay. If it is not clear, we'll do one more where the calculations will be little easier. Okay, calculation will be little easier. All right. Just one more question you write. Try to solve that. Then we are going to see the other one as well. Another question for you is calculate the mass of 10 magnesium atoms in gram. Calculate the mass of 10 magnesium atoms in gram. Okay. Find this, then we are going to understand both the questions again. I'll explain, Charita. Charita, I'll explain again. First, try to do this one. Calculate the mass of 10 magnesium atoms in gram. Magnesium is 1224. Magnesium is 1224. All right. Correct. 240 AMU or 240 into 1.67 into 10 power minus 24 gram. That is correct. Mass of 10 magnesium atoms they are asking. What is they are asking? Mass they are asking. So I'll keep mass on the right hand side, atoms on the left hand side. So we'll say 1 magnesium is 24 AMU. So 1 magnesium atom is how much? 24 AMU. 1 magnesium atom is 24 AMU, or we can just say 1 magnesium atom can also be written as 24 times AMU. What is AMU? 1.67 into 10 power minus 24 grams. So mass of 1 magnesium atom is what? 24 into this value. This is mass of 1 atom. Now they are asking mass of 10 atoms. Multiply this with 10. 10 magnesium atoms are going to be 24 into 1.67 into 10 power minus 24 times 10, which will be 240 into 1.67 into 10 power minus 24. These many grams. If you don't want to do the calculation, it's not a problem. Leave it like this. Calculation slowly you will get. Okay. Slowly you are going to get the calculation as well. Don't worry about the calculation part. Calculation will be easy only. Okay. So this is the case. You do one more using the unitary method, then we are going to move further. Okay, we'll try one more, then we are going to move further. You have to calculate, all of you, those who didn't get it the first time, you try it the next time. Try this one, calculate the number of we can take aluminium atoms. Calculate the number of aluminium atoms in 162 AMU of aluminium. And aluminium symbol is 1327. 1327. Calculate number of aluminium atoms in 162 AMU. Just basic unitary method will apply. How many aluminium atoms will come in 162 AMU? Yes, very good. Correct. 6. Sumant, correct. Correct. 6 atoms. Chakri, correct. Amruta, correct. 6 atoms. Okay. Is it simple only, yes or no? I will explain. Is it simple or difficult? Finding the 6 atoms is simple or difficult? All right. Yes. So what we have done here is, again I am saying, so those who are not getting, please stop typing only, then you will understand. No, beta. How many aluminium atoms are there? I told you, whatever we don't know, we will keep it on right hand side. Aluminium atoms on right hand side. Mass is known. I will keep the mass on left hand side. Okay. Now we'll start by our known thing, that 27 AMU may there is one aluminium atom. So 27 AMU has one aluminium atom. Okay. Then 1 AMU will have how many aluminium atoms? Unitary method. Take this 27 down. 1 by 27 aluminium atoms. They are asking for 162 gram. So 162 AMU. 162 AMU will have how much? 1 by 27 into 162. Cut it on the table of 9, because on the table of 9 both are going, or cut it on the table of 3, whichever you want. I am cutting it on the table of 9. 9 3s are 27, and on the table of 9 this will go at 18. This will go at, on the table of 9 we are checking, so this will go at 3 times, and this will go at 18 times. 18 upon 3, which is 6 atoms. So answer is 6 atoms. There are 6 aluminum atoms in 162 AMU. Okay. All right. I hope it is clear now. Is the unitary method clear? Can we move further? I am just telling you the unitary method. Mathematics I told you. Not much chemistry yet. Chemistry will start further. Is it clear to everyone? Is the 6 atoms clear to everyone? Yes. All right. Okay. All right. Now same way we go to the molecular mass. Just we'll quickly do this. Molecular mass means nothing but mass of a molecule. In a molecule, you do the algebraic sum of all the atomic masses, you get the mass of a molecule. Like for methane, CH4, it contains 1 carbon and 4 hydrogen. So methane will have molecular mass of 12 AMU of carbon is there because there is 1 carbon, and 4 hydrogen means 4 times 111 AMU. So total 16 AMU or 16 unit. 16 AMU is the mass of one methane molecule, which is very, very small, which will be 16 times 1.67 into 10 power minus 24 gram. This is how small a methane molecule is. So whenever they say molecular mass, whenever they say atomic mass, always write the answer as very, very small number, 10 power minus 24 gram, like that. Okay, so this is the molecular mass. Now, question to you. What is molecular mass of urea in AMU? Do this, everyone. What is molecular mass of urea in AMU? All of you are biology students, so I hope urea formula all of you know. Yes, time is up. We'll just finish the class. Molecular mass of urea. It is 60. Yes, Vasant, we'll be doing the NCERT pattern only. Right now, we are not starting with chemistry. First 2 lectures are just introduction. Okay, we will be following the NCERT only. Once the classes start, we'll be following the NCERT. First 2-3 days, just the basic introduction. Yes, 60 AMU. So urea is nothing but NH2CONH2. This is the formula of urea. Or we can just mention that there is 1 carbon, there are 2 nitrogens, there are 4 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. This is the formula of urea. C1N2H4O. So its molecular mass will be 1 time molecular mass of carbon, which is 12 gram, 2 time molecular mass, atomic mass of nitrogen, which is 14 gram, 4 time atomic mass of hydrogen, which is 1 gram, and 16 gram for 16 AMU for the oxygen. So 12 AMU plus 28 AMU plus 4 AMU plus 16 AMU. Sum all of them, you will get 60 AMU. This is the molecular mass of urea. One more question from here. You tell me. Okay, one question for you is this. Calculate number of C2H6 ethane molecules calculate the number of C2H6 ethane molecules in in 36000 AMU of ethane. How many ethane molecules are there? In 36000, 36,000 AMU of ethane mein how many molecules are present? Beta, be very good with the calculation. Be good with the calculation. What 1200 you are saying? How many? 1200? Correct. 120, who is saying 120, who is saying 1? Please be good with the calculation. No, some are saying 1200, some are saying 120. Is it 1200 or 120? Why AMU? No, I'm asking number of molecules. So answer will be either 120 molecules or 1200 molecules. Why AMU? Mass is given, molecules are asked. So answer will be either 1200 molecules or 120 molecules, not AMU. Okay, 1200 molecules. Okay, how do we know? Because we know each ethane is going to be 30 AMU. We are using just the unitary method. Calculate the number of molecules. So number of molecules, I'll keep it on the right hand side. Mass is given, mass I'll keep it on the left hand side. Now ethane is C2H6. When you check its molecular mass, it is going to be 2 times carbon, means 12 AMU into 2, plus 6 times hydrogen, which is 6, 30 AMU. So that means in 30 AMU, there is 1 ethane molecule. So in 1 AMU, there will be, this 30 will go down, 1 by 30 molecules. Okay, so in 36,000, they are asking 36,000 AMU, there is going to be 1 by 30 into 36,000. 1010 cancel out, you get 1200 molecules. Okay, kindly practice these unitary method problems that I gave you today. Okay, in the next class, we'll just convert these things to moles. Instead of molecules and atoms, we'll be talking about moles in the next class. I hope it is clear to everyone. Yes or no? If it is clear, please put a thumbs up. I will be giving you similar questions today. 10 more questions you will get as homework. 10 questions as homework you will get on Telegram. I'll type some questions and send you basic ones. We are not going for anything advanced right now. Okay. Yes, very good. So solve those 10 questions today. Okay, ठीक है. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, bye bye. Take care. See you in the next class.
Good morning to my dear students. Today in our botany class, we are having the next topic to discuss, that is the stem. To discuss our today's topic, the stem, let's revise previously what we have discussed in our last session. I hope so all students, those who are there right now attending the class, will respond that, because this is one of the step in our success. If you are revising the thing, that will definitely be firm in your mind. In our last session, we have discussed regarding some journal point, that for which exam you are preparing NEET, that is the National Eligibility Entrance Test. We discussed that. And botany contributes 180 out of 720 total marks, right? Then we start proceeding with our topic, the root in that chapter. And my question to you people, first of all, can anyone ask you, or everyone can answer here? I can read your response here right now in front of me. Can you say me, what is the origin of the root? What is the origin of the root? I give you the option. Will it be a radical or it is a plumule part? That's fine, it is from seed, but which part of the seed? That is in the embryo, that is the radical part. That's nice. Okay, then after that, we discussed the roots are of various types. We discussed their types. Taproot, we discussed fibrous root, then we discussed the adventitious root. Now, please give me the response, which root system is not forming from radical part? Which root system is not forming from the radical part? Good, you are giving the response, but right now I want the response for this question now. Which root system is not formed from the radical part? Adventitious, very nice, well done. Okay, now taproot system. We are having most of the examples from which category? Dicots or monocots? Taproot system. Maximum examples are from dicots or monocots. I'm getting the very nice, very nice. They are the diaconds, very nice. So that thing you revise that. Now directly I'm coming to the important point of the roots, modification, right? Under the modifications, we discussed the taproot modification as well as the adventitious root modification, right? Say me, the radish, turnip, we discussed under taproot modification or under the adventitious root modification. Very nice. My students are very much sharp today. They are giving me the answer. Very nice. But do answer and even listen that what I am next talking about. Right. This is the taproot modification. Fine. That's good. So please do go with that revision. A small I can do it today, but daily you have to revise the previous. As per last time even I have mentioned you. Please go with the things what you already know and then start learning about the next. Okay, now I'm going to start with our today's session, that is on the STEM part, right? Now in the STEM, let's talk about their journal features or their journal characters, right? So there the journal characters, can I say the first origin of this STEM, can I say it is from the plumule part, right? The origin is from the plumule. Radicle is giving rise to root system, whereas the stem is given by the plumule, or shoot system is from the plumule part of the embryo, right? Now can I say this is the ascending portion of the plant which is coming out of the ground? Ascending means going upside, right? And if it is going upside, can I say it is going towards the light? And I said you one term, if it is going towards the light, then I must call it as what? Positive. Please do fill this blank. What should I call it as? Positive. It is moving towards the light. Very nice. That is a phototropic movement. It is positively phototropic. Right? Tropic word is indicating the movement as well as growth towards the light. But be careful with the words here. The tropic word is given, not the trophic. We are not using the word trophic here. Trophic means related to food. But right now we are discussing about phototropic. Phototropic means movement plus growth. So it is positively phototropic. Can I say it will be negatively, the better word, positively phototropic, negatively geotropic? Are you getting that? So I hope so you parallelly are getting the comparison between the root and stem. This is all about botany, that how you have to prepare. The thing is not only to learn and mug up the things, you should know even how to deal with the thing. Compare it. Whatever you have learned previous, hold in your mind. Revise it daily. That will be a strong base for you for building more concept on it, right? Okay, proceeding to the next part. Origin is what? Plumule. It is a ascending portion of the embryonal axis. Embryonal axis means that part which is giving rise to shoot system and to the root system. Fine. Then positively phototropic, negatively it will be geotropic. Next thing, if I will add over there, you remember I discussed with you about the nodes and internodes, right? What are nodes? The part which is having the, or from where the leaves are coming up, like this is the node part from where the leaf will originate, right? The point where that, these are the nodes and these are internodes. This is a special feature of the stem. They are bearing the nodes and internodes. Now one more interesting thing today we will add here, they are even bearing the buds. Buds are there on the stem. Now what are buds? Yesterday when I said you that they are the meristematic cell. If the vegetative growth is happening, then it is giving rise to branches. If it is not, then the reproductive phase is there. That means they are showing the flower instead of the shoot, right? And be careful about the term shoot and regarding the stem. If I am not drawing any leaf or any flower over there, then this stick like a stick That stick like thing will be a stem. If I am preparing there and drawing and studying you along with the leaves, flowers, everything part of that, then you call it as a shoot, right? Okay, now we are discussing about the journal characters. Birds, I want to take a slightly in more depth. See here, two types of bird is shown in this diagram. When you will see that this is a tip of the stem. If the bud is at the tip, that you call it as a terminal bud, right? Right, what do you call it as a terminal bud? Now see here, next point, if we are having this as a leaf, right? We are having this as a leaf and this is a stem. Can you see it is making one angle over there, right? It is making the angle. In this angle, when the bud is there, that you call it as a lateral bud, or even you call it as axillary bud, right? I want to say you 2 or 3 types of the buds here. One is that you call it as axillary bud. Even you call it as lateral bud. One more bud is in front of you right now. This you call it as the adventitious buds. Why you call it as adventitious? Because just now I said you, these buds are present on the stem. Either is on a tip, then you call it as terminal bud. If it is at the angle, you call it as axillary bud. Being lateral in position, you call it as lateral bud, right? So this is about terminal and the axillary bud. But if the origin of bud is not the stem, it is somewhere else, for example leaf, then you call it as adventitious buds. The word adventitious we are using other than, like earlier you remember we discussed the adventitious roots, means the origin other than the radical, then you use the word adventitious. Same here, if the origin of bud is not the stem, it is other than the stem, then you call it as adventitious buds. This is a one of the example of bryophyllum, one of the plant. Which example I have used? Bryophyllum. This is one of the plant whose leaf are carrying this adventitious bud over there, right? Many more example interesting like that you will learn here. Here what you have to do, like sometime you are taking out this segment and put it in a soil, you will get a new plant, right? So bud is that point from where you can generate. Very nice, your response is coming, you know this example, very nice. Begonia is even there, one of the example. And bryophytes, you have given the answer, but bryophytes are not under the flowering plants, right? So bryophytes should not be the answer here, right? So here do remember buds are there, but this have been sprouted with the roots. Now these roots are even the adventitious roots, because here the origin is not the radical directly, right? But the buds are which bud? Time being in this topic you have to know this is adventitious buds, right? So this is journal thing you should know about. Little bit about the buds you should know. I repeat, terminal bud, axillary bud, which you even call it as lateral bud. These are not adventitious. Adventitious is this one, other than the stem. For example, leaves. It is not like that adventitious is only on leaf. It can be on some roots as well. Some roots you can cut and put it and for the vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation here means you can propagate more plants, not by sexual reproduction, just taking the vegetative part of the plant and putting into the soil, right? Okay, now next thing you must remember here, that is one more feature of the stem. Early when you see in the young stage, when you sow the seed, the stem is sprouting out with the green color over there, right? But later when it develops, can I say it becomes woody and become dark brown in color. This is even the feature of plant. But especially in the case of what thing we are discussing in case of like shrubs or in the case of trees. But if you will discuss about the herbs, their stem will remain green and photosynthetic. Such type of stem you call it as herbaceous stem. Means if it is there in the higher plants, even in the young stage or later in the life, that type of stem you call it as herbaceous stem. Otherwise in woody plants, what happens? Initially it is green and later it become woody and dark brown in color. This is even one of the feature, right? Now coming to the functions of the stem. what are the functions they are performing, right? Now, let's see the first function, what they are performing. Production of branches bearing leaves, flowers and fruits, right? They are going to produce the branches. From where they are forming the branches? I have shown you the lateral buds, right? That lateral buds, if vegetative growth is there, it gives rise to lateral branches, right? Why I'm putting the word more focus on the branches? Because when you will learn about anatomy, you will learn about lateral growth. Lateral growth means the plant is growing in its width. It is going to be thick, like the trunk is becoming more in diameter. That is lateral growth. Right now I am discussing about lateral branching. Branching means that their lateral branches are coming out, mean on the sides of that, not at the tip of that. Very nice. That is by the lateral buds. Fine. So here this is the production of branches bearing leaves, flowers as well as the fruits, right? Okay, then after that it conducts water, minerals and photosynthesis. What do you mean by photosynthesis? The food formed by the leaves. The food formed in the upper part, means green part of the plant, that is the leaf. It is going to distribute to the non-green parts of the plant. What are the non-green parts of the plant? It can be wood itself and even the roots. Roots cannot form their food, but some exceptions are there. We will discuss later. But right now they are giving space to that photosynthetic structure, which you call it as leaf. And they are forming food. They will be translocated from one place to another because they are having the xylem and phloem over there. But among the xylem and phloem, actually who is conducting this photosynthesis? That is by phloem part, which is helping in the conduction of the food from the green parts to the non-green parts. But for water and minerals, what they are having? They are having the xylem part over there. Is that clear? So these are acting like a transportation system for the plants by which they can communicate with each other, being they are distant from each other, right? From the leaves to the non-green parts, that is by the phloem, they are connected. From the roots to the aerial parts, that will be connected by xylem, right? So this is one of the rules. Now after that, storage of food. Even stem can store the food. How? That we will discuss in our today's further topics. We will take that. Next after that, support, protection and of the vegetative propagation. They are supporting the rest of the aerial part. They are even helping in the protection. Support even you can take in a modification, because some stems are becoming weak and they need the support, and they help in the formation of the tendrils in that way. And even in protection, because some will modify it for protection, like thorns are there. We will discuss in the modification. And even for vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation, how? Because buds are there, we can cut it and going to propagate it due to that buds present over there. Like commonly maybe you have heard about rose plant, right? You are cutting their stem and planting without any reproduction, means sexual reproduction. Without any sexual reproduction you are doing so. That's why even it is helping in vegetative propagation. The main function, you must know about the first two function are the main one for the stem, right? Okay, now we are going to take our next topic, that is a stem modifications. Now here, what do you mean by stem modification? Last time even I discussed with you, we discussed in the case of the roots, when the structure, form, shape of the root will change, and even ultimately it will affect its function, means it will change its function, that you call it as root modification. Same is applied for the stem. If the structure, the morphology, external changes and their function adapted accordingly, a new function is allotted other than the main function, primary function, just now what we have discussed. If they start doing the things other than this type of main function, that you call it as the stem modifications. Yeah, that's nice. You are giving the response for the modification. I am happy to listen that you are giving the response today, and even we are having the good stuff of the student, which definitely will give something good in a result if they are listening like that throughout the year. right? And revise the thing accordingly and even compare that like the way we are doing today. Fine. Okay, let's see here stem modifications. We are having the stem modification grouped into the 3 categories, right? The first category we will discuss about underground stem modifications. Then we will discuss about subaerial stem modification. Then we will discuss about aerial stem modifications. Now, underground stem modification, let's talk about its meaning first of all, what it means. As the name is indicating, underground means it is below the surface of ground. Like I'm giving you the example, like a potato plant is there, it's having no doubt the root system, but before that stem even will become underground there, they have their root system, but the branches of the stem is going to swell at the base, and this is the part of stem only which is going underground and becoming swelling, and due to the storage of food, that you call it as underground stem modification. Means to the ground level it is below, that you call it as underground stem modification. Now coming to the subaerial stem modification, the word is saying subaerial. Suppose this is the ground level. If any modification which is running almost along this surface or just near to that, any modification which is touching to ground or near to that, that you call it as subaerial modification. Like in grasses, can you see the leaves are there at the top, they are having green leaves, and below to that they are having the roots over there, right? So where they are touching, they are giving that, and these you call it as runners. I will discuss all the things in detail. This is for an example to give you the meaning of subaerial, right? So this is a subaerial, just touching to the ground, close to that, that you call it as subaerial, right? Okay, now we have to discuss about the aerial stem modification. In the aerial stem modification, what is there? This is a ground level. To the ground level, the plant stem is higher. Suppose here is a leaf. Now here is thorn is formed for the protection. Now thorn is formed for the protection, but it is not under the ground, even it is not touching to the ground, it is far away from the ground level, that you call it as aerial stem modification. I hope so this concept is clear to everyone. This is more important to understand the headings first of all. Only then you can understand when we will discuss about the subtypes under which subtype will come under which. Only then you can answer based on these understanding part, right? Now I am going to discuss that which part we have to take. Okay, you are giving me the examples right now, it's good, but which example fit to which type of category we have to discuss now, right? Now let's talk about the various types of the underground stem modification. Under the underground stem modification, we will discuss about the rhizome. We will discuss about number 1 about the rhizome. Second, we will discuss about the tubers. Then third, we will discuss about the bulb. At last, fourth, we will discuss about the corms. These are the names of the modification. But which examples suits to which? Now, meanwhile, can you give me where the sweet potato will come? Under which modification? Answer me out, please. Where the sweet potato will come? Under which type of modification? Very nice, very nice. It is an adventitious root modification, right? Potato is what? That is the stem modification. But which one? Underground stem modification. Very nice, very nice. Okay, if you are understanding this part, no, this is the really the main basic thing of the botany. Rest all, if you will correlate and revise, definitely you will answer throughout the year like this, right? So here I repeat, rhizome, tuber, bulb, corm, that comes under underground stem modification. Now what is a rhizome? First of all, think an example or a diagram in your mind. If you have that picture of example in your mind, then learning a character is not a big problem. That's why in the botany you will find, if you are comfortable for understanding the diagram and parallelly you are understanding their concept, it will retain in your mind for longer time. This is the next formula to learn the botany, right? For example, here rhizome, keep in your mind the ginger as an example. Now can you see the ginger is going to be a thin and it will be more elongated, right? And I am talking about one branch of it, right? And why I can say that this is a stem, although it is underground. If it is underground, then I can call it as root as well. Then why scientists are calling it as a stem? Number one, like a stem, you will find here nodes. You will find here the nodes. And on the nodes, I said you leaves are there. But here the leaves are of no use, being it is underground. That's why it is having the scaly leaves. Which leaves they are having? Scaly leaves, which are reduced and non-functional. That leaves you call it as scaly leaves, right? And you will find from here the roots are coming out from the nodal part. That roots you call it as adventitious roots. What do you call it as? Adventitious roots. Because origin is not of these root from radicle. The roots origin here will be the stem. That's why you call it as which type of roots? Adventitious root. This is the small feature I have discussed with you just to understand the term what is rhizome. It is more horizontally growing in the under the ground. Under the ground, it is more horizontally, not vertically growing down. It is slightly more towards the horizontal position. This is the feature of the rhizome. Fine. Okay, next discuss about the second about the tubers. To understand the tuber, just keep in your mind, let me to check. Okay, I am taking the concept of rhizome once again. What is a rhizome? This is then underground stem modification. Why I can call it as underground stem modification? Reason why you will find here the lines here which is not showing directly through this picture, but if you have seen the ginger, you will find there, right? It is like that. This you call it as nodes, and obviously the distance between that internodes. This is present in a stem. That's why you can call it as stem modification, and even they are having the roots over there. Being roots are coming from stem, not from the radical part. That's why you call it as adventitious roots. And you will find here leaves, not functional green, but as a scaly leaves. On that grounds, you can say them that these are the modification of stem, right? So this is the feature of the rhizome. One of the example is a ginger I have said you, right? Now coming to the next point, what is given? Tuber. What is tuber? To understand that, you must know about the one example, potatoes. On the potatoes, you will find some eyes like structure like this. These are having buds on it, and collectively you call it as eye. What is an eye? This is indicating the node part of the stem along with the axillary bud. I just taught you this thing. The stem is having the node and the axillary bud. So being you can see here as well. That's why you can say that this is a stem modification. But potato, this is very important thing you should know. It is not showing adventitious roots. They are not showing adventitious roots, right? So this is the again stem modification which is storing the food over there, but they are not having adventitious root. I have shown you in the beginning how their own root system is coming, and stem, their tip is modifying into the this potato, or you can say tuber form, right? Now coming to the third type, which you call it as bulb. Now what is happening in case of the bulb? In the case of bulb, you will find this part, onion, this part, which you cut it off and throw. Actually that is a reduced stem. The stem is not storing food here. This is very important thing, just listen it here. We discussed in rhizome, there is a storage of food. Even in tubers, there is a storage of food. But in the bulb, in the stem, there is no storage of food. The food is stored in the leaf. what you are eating, this is a modification of leaf here, not of the stem. This is a very important thing to retain in your mind, right? So please do focus what type of stem it is having. Reduced discoid stem like this. The disc like someone has like this type of stem have compressed it. When you compress, all the nodes will come in the form of concentric rings like that. So here the stem is going to be reduced. Are you getting that? So this reduced discoid stem. Which type of stem? Discoid. Wherever you will find the word oid. Oid means what thing? Like, disc like. It will help you in other words as well to retain. Oid means like someone. But here we are talking about discoid. Means disc like. It is pressed, compressed like a disc. This is the feature of bulb that is in onion. So obviously you had cut it out, you have find some thread like things are coming out. What are that? Adventitious root. So adventitious roots are coming from the base of the stem now. That's why you name it now at this stage as adventitious roots. Now last modification we have to discuss under underground stem modification are the corms. What is the example of that? Colocasia. Very important example over there. Colocasia will come here. Yes, even garlic will come here under the bulb, right? So one of the student is asking for the garlic, even that will be coming under the bulb modification, right? Now the colocasia. Colocasia is an important example under the corm, but it is slightly similar than to this rhizome. How it is slightly similar to the rhizome? Reason, because both are underground, both are stem modification, both are having nodes and internode, but here the nodes are going to be concentric. Concentric means one after the another, they are coming like this. But here it is slightly irregular. They are not concentric. They are slightly irregular. But here will be concentric, one after the another, right? So this type of one difference is there. Second is what? I said you this is growing horizontally, more horizontally under the ground. But this one is slightly vertically down, right? This one will be more vertically down like this, right? This one will be more horizontally. And this will be short and thick. It will be more elongated and thin. It will be more elongated and thin. It will be more thick and short. This is a feature of this corms, or you can say example of colocasia, right? Turmeric will come under beta rhizome. You are asking about the turmeric. It will come here, right? Under the rhizome part. Concentric nodes means they are like in a circle. Like, let me to show you here. Again with other color. This is one line, second line, third line. Can you see it is like a circle, right? So that you call it as concentric type. Fine. Is that clear? Okay. So this is all about the underground stem modification. We have discussed with you the basic things by which you are going to be aware of the terms. And when you sit in your class for this chapter, at least you are feeling comfortable. It is not like that new term suddenly comes to your mind. Okay, now one more example, one student is asking, maybe for Zamikand, he asking that to which example it belongs or category it belongs. It comes under the corms, Zamikand. It will come under this category, right? Okay, so this is all about underground stem modification. Let's talk about the next modification. What is that? Subaerial stem modification. I hope so you know the meaning of subaerial now. Subaerial is going to be touching to the ground or near to the ground. Under that, we are going to take the first one is a runner. Then we will discuss about the sucker, then stolon, then is about the offset. Now again, keep some example in your mind to understand all the things here. The runners are example, like here, let me to take the grass is one of the easiest example to figure it out. I said you this is what thing? One internode, because these are what thing? Nodes. Internode, node. How can I call this as a node? Because it is having leaves. and here is a tuft of root which is coming down. Tuft of root means bunch of root, and this is a monocot, adventitious root will be coming out. But this internode is now line to line touching to the ground, and the point where it is touching, it is forming or penetrate there to form the roots, and it is forming the leaves upside. So can I say this internode part, this is the internode part, this is going to be elongated, it is going to be more elongated, it going to be very thin, no doubt it will be slender. The spelling is with S-L-E-N-D-R. That means it will be thin and elongated like this. It is not stout and short like cylinder. Then you have to use the word cylinder. We are not talking about stout and fat. Then the word we will use the cylinder here, which is not applied here. The word here will be cylinder. That means it will be elongated and it is going to be thin over there. That you call it as cylinder here, right? So these are runners. These internodes you call it as runner. And if you will pull the grass from this side, or grazers are eating, or herbivores, they are eating that, then if this node will be persisting, it gives rise to new internode on this side, means on the ground on this side, and even on this side it will form, and on the new leaves will come. Like if you will see the garden, you will feel there at one part it is going to be dry, another part it is still green in color, because where it is dry or it is going to be eaten by the grazers, opposite side or other sides, still it is propagating with the help of these type of the internodes which keep on multiplying in all the direction. So usually here whatever we are discussing, their main function is vegetative propagation. What do you mean by vegetative propagation? That is multiplication of plants without the sexual reproduction. That you call it as the vegetative propagation. Yes, jasmine and strawberry can even come as an example here. But today we are discussing the basic thing. So basic examples which are very common and even given in NCERT, I am using that examples more. Fine. Okay, now after this, this is helping in vegetative propagation, right? Naturally, you have given one of the example layering, that's fine, but that is artificial, that human is doing. But this process of vegetative propagation naturally itself is going for the plant, right? Okay, now coming to the next part, I'm taking for the suckers now. Suckers, the example here will be the banana, which is the most common. Otherwise, chrysanthemum even you will find here, one of the example, right? And even pineapple will come here. Now, what is happening in case of suckers? Please listen this point very carefully. This is the stem and this is the underground part over there. Let me to show you through the next plain slide. If I am taking this as a plant and this is a ground level, if the stem part is growing down, giving its own shoots, root system as well down, but this stem is going down the earth, no? After going to some level, it will start coming up, right? And giving rise to the new plant, right? It is obliquely going upward. What word I use? Obliquely upward. When it is going obliquely upward, then that part, this part, you call it as suckers. Are you getting that? So here, this is which type of modification? Sucker, which is touching to the ground. That's why you call it as subaerial stem modifications. That you call it as subaerial stem modification. Why I have used the next slide, plain slide to discuss, because usually students get confused here between the term suckers and the stolones. Let me to discuss here only the stolones, then we will discuss the next modification. I am now talking about the stolones. Here the example will be the mint plant, right? So mint plant, when you will observe, this is a main plant stem, this is a ground level, and this is the stem part over there and giving its root system as well, but this is a stem part which is underground. Now after moving underground like this, it is not that much growing more, it is growing up to some level, then it start coming upside. Same like the sucker, but not growing this much of length. It will immediately come down, means come up, right? I repeat, after moving somewhat under the ground, it will start moving upward. Then it arches downward. It will arches downward. Arches means it will bend downward like this and touches to the ground. And point where it touches, again it gives rise to the new plant. If it arches downward like this, then you call it as a stolons. If it is not going to be bent downward like this, obliquely upward, then it is a sucker. Right? Now let's see from the pictures what we have given here. Can you see here is an arch given here? That means this is a stolon they are talking about. Right? So here they are talking about the stolon. And obviously they are the adventitious because they are coming from the base of the stem. Right? And if you remember, I said you fibrous root later becomes what thing? Adventitious root. Because the primary root disappear in fibrous root and rest of the things are coming from the base of the stem. Right? So this is for the stolon we have already discussed. Example, what I said here, that is for the mint. Even jasmine will come here. Jasmine, as per your NCERT, you must take here. Otherwise, strawberry, you can take it here as a runners. Right? Although references books are giving so many examples under different categories, always follow your NCERT book wherever you have confusion and try to start your session with the new NCERT books because updates have been given there. Right? So please go with that concept and examples only according to your NCERT. Jasmine given under the stolon as per your NCERT book. Then the offsets. Now here very important to show you this slide only to compare between the runners and the offsets. Both are almost similar. Here even internode is there, here even internode. But here internode will be short and thick. It will be short and thick. Here I said you it will be elongated and thin. Like them, they are forming leaves here, even they are forming leaves. But you call it as a rosette of leaves. Why you call it as rosette of leaf? Like the rose petals, they are arranged. That's why you call it as rosette of leaves. Right? So in down it is giving rise to the roots. Right? But their roots are for giving buoyancy, a thrust. Because these plants are which plant? Those who are having, these are aquatic plants, which are living inside the or on the water. I must say simply, they are hydrophytes. They need buoyancy, they need upward thrust. That upward thrust is given by these roots. What can be the example here? Their example I am writing here on our next slide. They are in case of offsets. In the case of offsets, example here will be the water hyacinth. Right? So this all we have discussed about the subaerial stem modification. Fine. Now let's talk about our last modification, aerial stem modification. As the name is indicating that. Name is indicating what thing here? That it is far away from the ground level. But what function they are performing? They are performing very wide range of the functions, but other than the main primary function. If I take for this subaerial stem modification, they are more for propagation. If I take for underground stem modification, they are more for storage of food. Why storage of food is required over there? Because they want to show the further persistent, or you can say even in the adverse condition they want to survive. That you call it as survival. They are doing or undergoing the perination. The word what I used here, the word I used here is a perination. Perination means to withstand the adverse condition. Are you getting that? So their underground stem modification is for storage. If I take subaerial, this is more for vegetative propagation. If I am taking for this aerial stem modification, you will find here variety of functions. Like first, if I am taking for phylloclade, see here the term. It's very important to analyze the term here. Here the word philo stands for the leaves, right? Clades stand for the stem. Now the stem is behaving like the leaf. Can you see here, like in case of cactus, the stem is becoming green and photosynthetic. Then what leaves are doing? Leaves are modified into the spines. We are not discussing about the leaf modification, we are discussing about the stem modification. So you have to focus here right now on the phylloclade, not on the spines. But what spines are doing? They are protecting this food rich part of the plant, which you right now call it as phylloclade. Example here will be the cactus, right? So this is one modification. What they started doing? What is the modification in function? Photosynthesis. Getting that? Now let's talk about this. Is the first aerial modification. Next is a cladode. Cladode means here the main stem remain as such, brown, right? But giving support to the branches. Can you see? You are feeling these are the leaves, but these are not the leaves. These are what thing? Stems or lateral stem. Now that is modified into what thing? Leaf-like structure, which become green and photosynthetic. If only branches become photosynthetic, that you call it as cladodes. They are like the stem, but now the function is what? Photosynthesis, but not the main stem. Are you getting that? Fine. That's true that we are getting that part from the stem only. This cladode is a stem only, but it become photosynthetic. Now you call it as what? Cladodes. Now next is what thing? Thorns. I discussed with you the leaf at the corner is having axillary bud. Axillary bud, when it is becoming thin, pointed like this, like from here it coming like this, it become pointed, pricky. Can I say it start protecting the plant now? Now what is the function here? Protection. Now you call them as thorns. You cannot call it as spines. Spines are the modification of leaf, which we will discuss in leaf part. Right now is what thing? This of that axillary bud, right? You are asking about lateral bud. Here is even axillary bud is even known as a lateral bud. I said you even in the beginning. Lateral bud or the axillary bud. If it is going to modify like elongated and pricky type of thing, pointed end, then you call it as thorn. Now what is the function over here? Protection. Now here is what thing? If same axillary bud in other plant, if it becomes elongated, but it is going to twist like a spring and give the support to the plant, right? Then it is working as a stem tendril. But which part of the stem? Axillary bud. That's why you call it as what thing? Stem modification, because part of stem is participating in its modification. So here what is the function here? Support. Here what is the function here? Protection. Right? In top two, what is the function? These two example, photosynthesis. Right? Last I am taking for here for bulbils. Bulbils are for what? See, the name is unique for you, but you know the axillary bud right now. When it starts storing food and when it going to detach from the parent body and give rise to new plant. Can I say it is helping in vegetative propagation? If it is again helping in vegetative propagation, but that I am talking about axillary bud, which is storing the food inside that. Fine, and giving rise to new plant. That is the concept of the bulbil here. Example very important here will be the agave. Do remember that. Many times you will find this word, right? So these are all about the modification, what we have discussed, aerial stem modification. So do remember stems have three main categories of modification. Can anyone say the first modification? Please wind up with the session. Just with your words, I am going to wind it up. First modification, what we named it as category. Hurry up. I want maximum response now in the end of the class. Very nice. Underground stem modification. Next, what we have discussed after underground stem modification. Very nice. Very nice. After underground stem modification, what we have discussed? Subaerial stem modification. Very nice. At the last, it is there on the board right now. That is the aerial stem modification. Please do revise the root topic again and compare it with the STEM, the likewise we have discussed today, and sit for the next session as well. Don't miss any class, right? All the best, student. Take care. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Nice to see you again. Are you ready? Yes. Yes. So yesterday we started about, the introductory class, that is what are the different branches of zoology which are related with the others. So just I will go for quick revision what I said yesterday. Just now it's your turn. You have to say very fast. I am showing you. It takes 5 minutes what I said yesterday. So just see branches of zoology linked to physiology. Just say me gastroenterology means write very fast. Your time starts now. Write very fast. Write very fast. Okay, just note down very fast. Digestive system. Yes, very good. Study of digestive system, that is known as the gastroenterology. Very good. Now just coming, what you are getting from this slide? What you are getting from this slide? Reply very fast. What it is? Yes, study of liver. Yes, very good. You are replying that study of liver. Very good. Now, give the answer. What is pulmonology? Yesterday I said what is pulmonology? Fastest finger first. Pulmonology means, yes, all are giving the correct answer. Study of lungs, that is known as the pulmonology. Okay, that is very good. All the responses that you are giving, it is recorded. So whenever I am free, I will see the response. Okay, very good. Now, cardiology. Yesterday I said, anyone will say what is cardiology? I know you, most of you are interested to be a cardiologist. So at least you should know what is cardiology. Yes, 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 yes. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Now, just see hematology. Hematology means, say very fast, hematology means, yes, it is the study of blood. Very good. Fastest finger first, that is the hematology. Nephrology, quick revision. It will test presence of mind. Yesterday I said all. Yes, yes. Nephrology means, yes, all are giving the correct. Kidney, it is the study of kidney, that is the nephrology. Specialists are known as the nephrologist. Urologists are different from the nephrologists. Urologists, they are asking about that urinary system. Okay, that is the excretory system, that is urologist. Those who are dealing only with the kidney problem, they are the nephrologists. Okay, now just see gynecology. What is the meaning of gynecology? Yes, quick response, because you have to solve one question in 1 minute in NEET exam. So within 15 seconds you have to reply. Yes, very much, very good, correct. That is the female reproductive system. Yes, 15 seconds you are having, because there are 4 options of a question. Total duration 1 minute. 4 option, 15 seconds. Okay. So now andrology. Andrology. Yes, it is the study of, yes, male reproductive system. That is the andrology. Yes, you all are correct. Osteology. Anyone will say osteology? Yes, yes, fast, be fast. Be fast. What is answer? Yes, study of bones. That is known as the osteology. Very good. Anyone will reply? Very simple question. How many bones are present in human body? I am observing who will replying. I am observing how many bones are present in human body. Fastest finger first. How many bones are present? Yes. Someone has written Chaitanya. Okay, very good. 206 bones are present. Very good. Myology. What is myology? Myology means, yes, 206. Myology means study of muscles. Yes. Very good. You all are very sincere and replying very fast. I am very happy. Dermatology. What is dermatology? Dermatology, study of what is this diagram is saying? Yes, skin. Very good, very good. It is the study of skin. Immunology, very important day-to-day life. Immunity is very important in day-to-day life. That is the immunology. Yes, it is related with, yes, immune system. Very good. Immune system related with the protection of our body. That is the immunology. Yes. Yesterday I said few branches. I left few more branches, that is the neurology, endocrinology. So many branches are there. Today I am going to start with the animal kingdom. So there are few branches. Okay, listen carefully. There are few branches. The first branch, see, at this time no need to write. Focus on board. When you will come to our campus, you will get all the notes. We have prepared all the notes for you people. Even we will upload some notes for you, so that when you will come, you are having the basic knowledge. So nothing worry. Only focus what I am saying, because my PPT will say all the things for you. Okay. So whenever you will come, I will share all the things with you. So today we are going to start taxonomy. What is taxonomy? It is the, if you will see NCERT class 11, very first chapter is written diversity of life. Anyone has seen the NCERT of class 11th? Reply yes or no. Have you bought the NCERT of class 11th or not? You have to buy it immediately. Are you getting? You have to buy it immediately. Why you have to buy? Because very first chapter, that is the diversity of life. You have to buy. Yes, so many of you bought the book. So as early as possible buy the book NCERT. I am not saying about any other book. Only buy NCERT, that is sufficient. Okay. So there is taxonomy. Taxonomy is saying about the classification. In day-to-day life, if I will say, when you are going for morning walk, you will say one rat is crossing your road, one pigeon came on your terrace to eat the grains, one dog is running behind the cat. You have seen the giraffe. Suddenly you have seen one, that lizard is there. Suddenly you have seen that what is there? That cockroach is there. Suddenly you have seen one earthworm is there. So what is your opinion? They all are looking different. They all are looking different. So there were a scientist that is known as the Aristotle. Aristotle started to classify the animals, because it is very important. All animals, they are looking different. So it means they are from different groups. All animals are looking different. So it means they are from different group. Even, but it is not correct. Animals, those who are looking different, they may be from the same group also. On the basis of internal character, external character, division is there na. Like human beings and kangaroo. Entirely different. We are looking entirely different. But both of them, both are included in class Mammalia. Are you getting? Very surprising na? So basically there is a need of classifying. Basically there is a need of classifying the animals. So I will say there are few branches. Okay. First branch, see, ichthyology. Ichthyology. Ichthyology means it is the study of Pisces. Ichthyology. It is the study of Pisces. There are two main type of Pisces. One is having the cartilaginous endoskeleton. One, those who are having the bony endoskeleton. So on the basis of this, we will discuss a lot. But what is ichthyology? What is ichthyology? Yes, Samath. What is ichthyology? It is the study of Pisces. Ichthyology is the study of Pisces. That is the one point that you have to remember. Study of Pisces, that is the ichthyology. Study of amphibia. In Telugu, you used to say kappa na, kappa, frog. Study of frog, amphibia. Just you are going to a morning walk, you are passing besides a river. Suddenly one kappa was there, and when kappa recognized that someone is there, it jumped into the water. From land, it is moving to the water. From water, it is able to come on the land. Amphi, amphi means two. Amphibia, amphibia, amphi means two. Bios means life. It is capable to survive in two environments. It is capable to survive on land as well as it is capable to survive in water. That is why this is classified into the amphibia, and a study of these amphibia, that is known as the bacteriology. And here I have taken one example, that is the frog. Okay, so this is the one point that you have to remember. Yes, very dangerous. Herpetology. Herpetology. Herpetology means study of reptiles. Herpetology, study of reptiles, that is known as the herpetology. Study of reptiles, that is known as the herpetology. Say me, what is the name of this reptile? Reply very fast. What is the name of this reptile? I think all of you seen this reptile. Say me, yes, 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 yes. Leela, Banu, yes. Fastest finger first, that is the chameleon. Very good. This reptile is the chameleon, whatever you want to say, that is the one, chameleon. And another one that is very dangerous, that is snake. Ornithology. What is ornithology? What you are getting with this name and the photos which are there? Ornithology. Ornithology means it is the study of, yes, it is the study of birds. Now, say me, what is the name of the bird? Yes, 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 wonderful. How you people know each and everything? Very good, very good. Ostrich, ostrich, ostrich. Very good. Okay, wonderful. So the name of this bird is the ostrich, and the study of birds, that is known as the ornithology. So I am very happy that you people are responding. Very good. Okay. So this is the one. Now, entomology, another branch related with the animal kingdom. I said na tomorrow, that is basics of animal kingdom. So you have to remember about few branches. That is entomology. Entomology means study of insects. Yes, 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 yes. That is the study guy. Please write your correct name. You have given the fastest finger first answer. Entomology. Entomology, that is the study of insects. Study of insects. Okay, listen. There is one phylum in animal kingdom. That phylum is known as the Arthropoda. There is one phylum in animal kingdom that is known as the Arthropoda. Arthropoda is very dangerous phylum. It is including all the mosquitoes. It is including all the flies. It is including the cockroach. Very good. You are writing the correct one, that is the cockroach. There are three varieties of mosquitoes. One is the Anopheles, one is the Culex, and one is the Aedes. What are the three varieties of mosquitoes? One is the Anopheles, one is the Culex, and one is the Aedes. And all of these are the vector of the diseases. All of these, they are the vector of the diseases. Will you reply the answer of one question? Name of the disease in which the female Anopheles mosquito is functioning as a vector. Name of, yes, 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 CSMR, CSBR. That is malaria, malaria. Yes, very good, malaria. Malaria is a disease which is caused by the Plasmodium, and malaria is due to bite of the female Anopheles mosquito. Wonderful. So that entomology, it is including the study of insecta. I said na, the largest phylum, the largest animal kingdom phylum, that is the Arthropoda, and the largest class of phylum Arthropoda is the insecta. Everyone used to say, sir, animal kingdom is very tough, animal kingdom is very tough. And after 1 year, when they are taking admission at C. Chaitanya Gosala campus, they used to say, Sir, it is very easy. Why they saying that it's very tough? It's very tough. It's very easy. Only you have to focus. Okay, because audio visual effect is different. Till time you have listened the example, but how it is looking, how it is behaving, that we will discuss. So this is the one. Entomology. Say me the name of the animal which is represented here. Say me the name of the animal which is represented here. Anyone will say, what is the name of the animal? You can write in Telugu also, I know. Yes, yes, yes. Nikhil, 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 Nikhil. You have given the correct answer. Cockroach. I know small Telugu. It is in Telugu. It is known as the bodinka, na? You know bodinka? I know. Okay, I know small Telugu. So I am saying that it is bodinka. I learned from my students. Students learning zoology from me. I am learning Telugu from them. Okay, so this is the one entomology. This is the study of insecta, and cockroach. It is included. Yes, bodinka. Yes, correct. So this is the one detailed study of bodinka is also in our class. Carcinology. Remember, there are two terms. One is the carcinology and one is the oncology. It's your second class, but in second class I am going to teach one very important difference that is not known by so many students even after crossing the class. Carcinology, they are correlating with the cancer. Carcinology. It is not that cancer. Carcinology is the study of prawn, crustacea. And what is the name of the study of cancer? That is oncology. Oncology. When you will go to any hospital, you will see one oncology department. So name is matching. That's why in NEET exam they are asking what is carcinology. Carcinology is not the study of cancer. Carcinology is the example of prawn, crustacean. There is a class of arthropoda that is known as the crustacea. And one of the example, yes, Ramesh, Ravanath, Preetipati, you have given the correct answer. It is the crustacea. Yes, oncology, Sheikh Helena. Yes, you have given the correct answer. Study of cancer, that is known as the oncology. Study of crustacean prawn, that is known as the carcinology. So very good. Yes, I think this is recognized by you. What is the name of this animal? Anyone will say, what is the name of this animal which is on the board? Yes. Sai Priya, this is octopus. Very good. Anyone will say, what is the name of the phylum? What is the name of the phylum? What is the name of the phylum? If you will reply it, I will be the happiest person. Yes. Mollusca. How you people know each zoology, each and everything in zoology? I am very much impressed by you people, because you, without saying a single word, I am trying to teach. I didn't say this is octopus, I didn't say it is mollusca, but everything is come in your mind, because what is class 11th and what is class 12th? It is the elevation of class 9th and 12th. Whatever you have discussed in 9th and 10th, we have to increase it as per the level of NEET exam. Okay, so very good. You all have given the correct answer. Octopus, octa. Octa means 8. Octa means 8. So how many arms it is having? It is having the 8 arms. That is why it is known as the octopoda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you getting why it is known as the octopus? Ever you thought? Octopus means it is having the 8. We are having the 4. That is why we are included in the tetrapoda. This all is in the NCERT. I'm going to touch all the points that you will get in the NCERT. Okay. Octopoda means how many? 8. Animidi. Tetrapoda means how many? 4. Nalgu. Are you getting? 4. So we are tetrapoda. And it is included in the octopoda. Okay. So I tried to say some branches. Now I am coming on the animal kingdom in detail. I have given you the basic, and on the basis of that you are easily recognizing that there is the name of a phylum Arthropoda, including the insecta, including the cockroach. There is name of a phylum that is known as the mollusca, that is including the octopus. Okay, there is one, I said chameleon, included in the reptilia. I have shown the ostrich, which is included in the birds. So basic you are having. Now I am going to say one point that is known as the hierarchy of classification. What is the name of this hierarchy of classification? Yes, Sai Pooja, I am sorry that your name is Sai Pooja. I said something else. Sorry, because it is running very fast. Okay, you people are responding very good. So it is running very fast. Okay, you are responding good. All are responding. So thumbs up from my side. Are you enjoying the class? Give the thumbs up if you are enjoying the class. Are you getting whatever I am saying? Are you getting whatever I am saying? Coming or not coming? Are you getting the things or not getting the things? Say me honestly. Yes, very good, very good, very good, very good, because it's very important. Okay, 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 okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now coming. Whenever we are going to classify any animal, I am a faculty of zoology, so I will say only about animals. Okay. So if I will say, please classify the human beings as per the prescribed hierarchy. So always what is the sequence in which we are writing the hierarchy. It is not happening that I will say that first I will write the family, then I will write the phylum, then I will write the kingdom. No, we have to follow a particular sequence related with the classification of animals or plants also, that is known as the hierarchy. Like if you will say in Indian government, what is the condition? If I will say write the persons, those who are running in India, first I will say the president, then I will say the prime minister. Na? In hierarchy, president is in the top, that is the first person of the country, and after it prime minister. Na? I will not say like first prime minister then president. So I have to follow certain rules. Are you getting? That is why this is known as the hierarchy of classification. So just see, related with the hierarchy, first of all we are writing the name of the kingdom. We are writing the name of the kingdom. And I think it is known by you, human beings, animals, they are included in one kingdom, that the name of the kingdom is the Animalia. Yes, Manisha, you are writing absolutely correct that our scientific name is the Homo sapiens. Very much correct. Okay, very much correct. That is the one. Twinkle. Okay, very good. Now, after the kingdom, we are writing the phylum. First of all, if I will say to write the classification of human beings, first of all you will write the kingdom. So what is the kingdom of human beings? That is the Animalia. Kingdom Animalia. What is the class? What is the phylum in which we are included? So we are included in one phylum. If anyone will reply, I will be the happiest person. What is the phylum in which human beings are included? What is the phylum in which? Yes, 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 yes. That is Jyoti. Jyoti, yes. You have given the correct answer. Chordata. Jyoti, how you know? Just see. What is the need? Elaborate your knowledge. When you will try to explore your knowledge, you will try to recall your memory. Gradually, it is in habit, and easily you will get able to cross the NEET exam. Okay, so you all are wonderful. So if I will say human beings, what is the kingdom? Animalia. Kingdom is the Animalia. What is the name of the phylum? That is the, what is the name of the phylum? That is the Chordata. So if I will say about the human being, what is the kingdom? That is the Animalia. Kingdom is the Animalia. What is the name of the phylum? That is known as the Chordata. And don't say you are studying zoology, you are studying about yourself. What is your position in animal kingdom? Today I am going to say that very important. What is our position in animal kingdom? If anyone will ask now, classify where you are standing in animal kingdom. So we are included in kingdom Animalia. What is the phylum? Chordata. What is the class? What is our class? Yes, 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 yes. It's a very good question. in which class of animal kingdom? Yes. That Pritipati, mammalia. Okay. In which class human beings included? In which class human beings included? All are writing correct. Yes, mammalia. Mammalia. We are having the mammary glands. That's why we are included in the mammalia. Now, class mammalia is classified into 25 orders. And the most advanced order. Yes. What you people are doing? Nirmala Devi, before asking the question, you are replying. Wonderful. So it means upcoming year, I am going to get very good students. I will be the happiest person when you will come, because this type of reply, it is motivating the faculties. It will motivate me to teach more good. Okay. So what is the order of human beings? That is the primates. Primates. But I am confirmed. Dheeraj, you have written the answer of next question before asking hominidia. Wonderful. What is our family? Hominidae. The name of family in which human beings are included. That is the hominidae. You people are very clever. Before asking the question, you are replying the answer. Okay. Now, I think you are not able to. Yes. What is this? Okay. Sai Sri Satyana. Okay. What is our genus? Genus is the Homo. And what is the species? That is the Sapiens. So this is the classification of human beings. And I think I did nothing. You all replied it in advance. It means you are participating. Very good. I am really happy that you are giving answer of all questions in advance. So what is kingdom? Animalia. What is phylum? Chordata. What is class of human beings? Mammalia. What is order? Primates. What is family? Hominidae. What is genus? Homo. And what is the species? Sapiens. Some people asking, sir, how to remember this sequence? Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. So I will give you a short form. I will give you the short form how to learn this sequence. This is very important, how to learn this sequence. So what is the short form I prepared? Keep pots clean, otherwise family gets spoiled. You have to remember one short form. Keep pots clean, otherwise family gets spoiled. Keep pots clean, otherwise family gets spoiled. Getting? So keep pots clean. Okay. That is Himania. Your teaching is very excellent, sir. Thank you very much. A teacher is a good teacher if the student of that teacher are good now. So salute to you that you are a good student. Okay. I am a good teacher only when my students are good. I am very good teacher only when my students are getting admission in medical college. What is our target? What is your target? Your target is to make hard work. My target is to give my knowledge so that you are able to get admission in medical college. So our target is same, and when two persons are working together to achieve a target, definitely you will get your target. So you will be a doctor. Now no problem. I think there is no problem at all. Okay. So I said keep pots clean, otherwise family gets spoiled. K for kingdom, P for phylum, C for class, O for order, F for family, G for genus, S for species. This is the sequence in which we have to write the short form. Are you getting? Keep pots clean, otherwise family gets spoiled. What is the sequence? Just see how we are writing the classification of any animal or plant. First we are writing the name of the kingdom, then we are writing the name of the phylum, then we are writing the name of the class, then we are writing the order, family, genus, species. It's better that you may write on a white paper this short form. So when you will come to our college, it's easy for me that at least you are knowing that kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Keep pots clean, otherwise family gets spoiled. Getting? Say me, this short form is liked by you or not liked? Are you getting the meaning of this short form? Say me yes or no. Yes, Varsika, it is easy for understanding. Okay, it is Varsika, easy for understanding. Yes, thank you. So please note it down on a white page. Yes, it is liked by you. Thank you very much. Keep pots clean, otherwise family gets spoiled. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Now, I am giving you one homework. What is homework? Very small job, 10 minutes job I am giving. Whenever you are free, please write the hierarchy of cockroach. Okay, take the help of internet. Please try to write the hierarchy of frog. And please try to write the hierarchy of a pigeon. Or you can say crow. Or you can say any bird. These three. Please try to write the hierarchy of earthworm. So out of these four, I am cutting one, so that's the earthworm. Okay. Please try to write the hierarchy of cockroach, frog, earthworm, and you have to write in a sequence. Don't say, sir, class kingdom is this and order is this. No. You have to write in a particular order. Keep pots clean, otherwise family gets spoiled. Okay, so this is the yes. You can change as per your convenience also. Okay, so this is the yes. Someone has written, keep ponds clean, otherwise fish gets spoiled. Yes, wonderful. Na? You people are intellectual people. Okay, someone has corrected and it is correct also. Keep ponds clean, otherwise fishes get spoiled. Very good. Who has written this? Please share your name. Who has written this? That keep ponds clean. Otherwise, yes, Salim Malik. Yes, very good, Salim. Whenever you will come to our campus, please meet me once. I will be the happiest person because you change within. Keep ponds clean, otherwise fishes get sick. Yes, you can say like this also. Yes, very good. So I said now you can change as per your. What is the role of a teacher? The role of a teacher is to create a spark in the students. Because you people in this age are full of fire. You are full. You are able to do anything. If you will start study, you are able to achieve any goal. So my job is very clear. I have to create a spark. I have given this one. You have changed it as per your convenience. So it's good. Very good. So this is the one. I have given the homework. Write the hierarchy of cockroach, frog and earthworm. Clear? Now we are coming on animal kingdom. We have already started about the animal kingdom. I said that fundamentals or basics are there. We have to discuss about how many phylums. Okay. We have to discuss about so many phylums. See carefully towards the board. If you will open the NCERT, I am following the sequence of NCERT 100%. Okay. So what is the sequence they have taken in NCERT? Please see here. That is the porifera. Then second one, that is the coelenterata, that is also known as the nidaria. Third one, that is the ctenophora. Fourth one, that is the platyhelminth. Fifth one, that is the nemathelminth. Annelida, arthropoda, mollusca, echinodermata, hemichordata and chordata. How many phylums you have to discuss? I will say, listen me, see towards me. Porifera, coelenterata, ctenophora, platyhelminth, nematoda, annelida, arthropoda, mollusca, echinodermata, hemichordata and chordata. 11 phylum. Yes. Okay. Himla Devi, it is the 11th phylum. How to remember the name of these phylum, I will say tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow don't miss the class. In very first means within 5 minutes of the next class, I will say how to remember the name of these phylum. I created some short form so that you will enjoy. So tomorrow try to remember. Then I will see you tomorrow again. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.